Hey everybody, RJ Baxter here at Fairway Independent Mortgage with your weekly market update. And there's a lot of news this week, but I'm going to just focus on a couple of the highlights. The first one being data came out this week on home appreciation numbers. And the number was down just a little bit, but it still came in at a very strong 6% year over year, meaning a 12-month average. So the fact that it came down a little bit, probably okay, because 6% is still a very, very strong number. If you think about it, even if a little bit less, let's say 5% appreciation, if you put down 10% on a $300,000 home, let's say, just to use an example, that's a $30,000 down payment. And if that home goes up just 5% over a 12-month period, it's going to be worth $315,000 after 12 months, which represents a 50% return on your $30,000 down payment investment. Not too bad. And if you look at Denver historically, the Denver market has averaged 5.5% appreciation over time since data has been collected. So pretty good numbers overall on home appreciation. So we'll see what happens going into next year as there's more and more signs, like with the stock market not doing as well, that maybe things are weakening a little bit. So we'll see what happens. But one thing to keep in mind, if the market does start to weaken and housing appreciation continues to see that downward trend, is that then we enter into a buyer's market, which is really good news, especially if you're a renter. So going into buying a home, if home values are down a little bit or level, means that you're going to be in a better negotiating position to get a better deal. And we're seeing that in the market. We're seeing less offers going in on houses right now. It's not quite as much of a bidding war. And this is also good news if you're selling a home and buying another home, because if you think about it, yeah, you might be selling your home in not quite as good of a position as a seller as we've been over the past couple years. But then you're going to buy that next home at a very competitive price and get a really good deal on that next home. So overall, it kind of cancels out. So I always say that if you're buying a home because it's where you want to live, whether it's the school district, for your job, just the area because you like the area, or whatever the case may be, if that's going to be your house for a long time, buying real estate is always a good idea, and you're gonna realize an economic benefit from that. The other big thing that happened this week is the Federal Reserve Chairman came out with some interesting remarks that he thinks that rates are near neutral, whatever that means in economic speak. That basically means that that's the level of rates where the Fed thinks that it's balancing the economy. It's not stimulating the economy, but it's not hurting the economy where rates are. So what the markets interpreted that as is meaning that they may not end up hiking rates as much in 2019 as was previously thought. We already think that they're going to hike rates another 0.25% in December, but we'll see what happens going into 2019. Very interesting remarks, and the stock market rallied on that news, and mortgage rates also did very well on that news, and rates ended up improving compared to this time last year. So that's a little bit of what's been happening this week. If you have any questions or need any help with anything home loan related, don't forget that that's what I do. I would love to talk to you, your friends, family, or coworkers about that. And you guys have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. Be safe out there. Thanks for watching. My name is RJ Baxter, Fairway Independent Mortgage.